Alright guys, welcome back. So let's dive into the last airbender. So this is Aang. Aang, A-A-N-G. This artist, whoever made this anime, is working on the elements. Water, fire, earth, and wind. So it's really important how like everything starts off, right? So this is, I believe, yeah, episode one. Episode one, the artist is working on water, fire, earth, and wind, and then they started off in the Ice Age. You know the Ice Age movie by Pixar, where like there's a mammoth and there's like a leprechaun and they're fighting for an acorn. That is how civilization of Earth came to be. So there's grass all amongst the Earth when dinosaurs roamed the Earth. A meteor struck the Earth. The waves were so high it covered the sun. The water is freezing water at all times. That's why you want to go skinny dipping in the ocean. And then it's so cold now, right? Because the water, the tsunami, the water, and then everything freezes. So in all of Earth, the Earth turns to a giant crust of ice. The globe is now an ice ball. This period of Earth's history is called the Ice Age. Then who roamed around? Saber-toothed tigers, like mammoths, mountain lions, like mountain deers. But that movie by Pixar, Ice Age, is a must-watch.
It's not getting away from me this time. Watch and learn, Katara. This is how you catch a fish.
So, like, how would I start something? Okay, so I would start the elements. Okay, I am walking beside a tree. It starts raining on me. It rains so much, the sand turns to mud. I then fall. But I'm fallen beside a tree. The mud is up to my neck, like a mudslide. It's raining. All of a sudden, school is coming and going. My favorite high school friends are visiting me. As the seasons change, so from water to like earth, right? The tree turns to like a cherry blossom. A cherry blossom is a pink tree from Japan. So in Toronto, there is a park called High Park. Do you want to visit High Park, Crystal? Crystal wants to visit High Park once a month in the spring because there are cherry blossoms. You will not see cherry blossoms everywhere. There's a neighborhood near where I used to live. I walk around and then I find this one cherry blossom. It's like I'm just walking around, like all green trees. In the fall, they're all orange trees, but there's this one cherry blossom. My neighbor has this one cherry blossom. It is pink. So, like, look out for those. So it's like, those are trees from Japan. Like, what does it mean? You probably have to get the cherry blossom seeds imported or something. So, as it rained on me first, I'm now in mud. The mud is up to my neck. I'm beside a tree that turned orange, or it can just quickly have changed to a cherry blossom tree. It's now red, and there's like sometimes fire around me. so I can't hang out with my favorite high school friends. And then some sort of earthy tone comes by, and then people, my favorite high school friends, are coming to visit me to play hopscotch. Basically, you draw chalk on the ground, and you just hop on one leg, and then when there's a two, you just go, and then you go two. It's like playing hopscotch is really important. And then skipping rope, jump rope. They say perfect practice makes perfect.
Sokka, look!
Katara, you're gonna scare it away.
So what do I take away from the Four Seasons? As the director of my own film, I take away from the Four Seasons, it starts with rain, it's too cold, but when the fire comes, it's way too hot. Is that I can't move. That is my story.
I can already smell it cooking.
But Sokka, I caught one! Hey!
Why is it that every time you play with magic water, I get soaked?
So then, I believe people are doing their due diligence because, like, people are apparently going back to school in September. So when is school? School is always the day after Labor Day. And then what is also really cool, Justin Trudeau. I met Justin Trudeau before when I was a kid. We went to a field trip in Ottawa. I believe, I don't know, I was in Miss Pereira's class. And I was looking around the parliament. And I'm looking at, we're doing all the right things. Where the library is a museum. Then this statue in a glass box was so cool. But then I was really upset at how fast the field trip was going. Like, not everyone knows a library is a museum. Then people are going by these artifacts a little bit too fast for my taste. So I was a bit upset at that. And then there's like these giant twisting chairs and a chandelier. And then it's like, my teacher calls to me, "Hey, Nicky, come down." Like, because not everyone understands a library is a museum. So I was just like, I didn't like that. I didn't like how we were moving so quickly through a museum. So I remember meeting Justin Trudeau, and he opened up his office, and then he stood so much taller than me, and somewhere I think we had the same kind of like recognition where I was like, the rug in the office, like the drapery, the amount of paperwork, it is kind of like they're trying to overexert you. Like that is when I first came, the idea of dreariness came into my mind. And I think he understood that too, because he was like looking at me, and I was like, I think you would know too that like all of this is so unnecessary. To wake up and then deliberately put yourself where it's hot so that you fall asleep. And I just remember that. And then like we were moving so fast through everything, so I had to then leave. And then things like the loonie. The loonie is the $1 coin. The toonie is a $2 coin. And like on the loonie has like a swan, and then like the toonie has a polar bear. And you flip it, and then other stuff. But then it's like we're moving so fast with that. And then not too long ago, Justin Trudeau came out with Family Day, and it was so interesting because it's like Justin Trudeau is the government of Canada, the Parliament of Canada, and it's like he uses all his power, and then just says, if I have leadership skills, then this day is Family Day. And then it is based on public opinion. So all of a sudden, it starts to appear on calendars, because then it shows that people really did like the Liberals. So it's like, wow, Justin Trudeau was in office for 4 years. Who's to say what he accomplished? But then in 4 years, if I did something, make it this Family Day. And now all the calendars we have Family Day. So then we can say Justin Trudeau turned something tangible with his power. And then Lil Wayne comes on with a song and he said, the day I die, it be a holiday. Remember me like John Lennon, buried in all brown. I'm talking all brown Lennons. It's like so crazy. He's saying like, I bet you haters would love to see the day I die. Because the day I die, it'll be a holiday. But then remember me like John Lennon, bury me in all brown. I'm talking all brown Lennons. And then like, you just know he's talking about, when he says brown, he means white. And then like, for that song I wrote, it's like, I said some stuff, but then as you break it down, you can tell I learned a lot from Lil Wayne again. Lil Wayne says, they say love is in the air, so I hold my breath until my face turned purple. Keep some bad bitches in my circle. I drew jet and circle. She was with me last night. And I serve you. Now get about my bedroom, confusing me with questions like, do you love this shit? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Are you single? I heard your girl, is it true? You're rich? You think the niggas with you? And I say, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Right? Get alright, alright. And you say, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Right, get right, alright. And then it's like, it allows a bridge for like Drake to come in and say, and it's like, so they say love is in the air. This summer, I can't wait to go on a run and meet this beautiful black hair girl with an orange tank top who is getting ready for summer. And she's wearing a skirt and she is stunning. So love is in the air this summer. I will fall in love this summer. So they say love is in the air, so I hold my breath until my face turned purple. Keeps a bad bitch, and then he just goes off like crazy, like just keeps on rapping and rapping. So and it means something to take an iconic quote and then do something to it, because it's an iconic quote from like so long ago. It's like when Drake said, better late than never, but never late is better. It's like you're handing in a paper. Never late is better, but better late than never. So Drake just adds to an iconic quote. Lil Wayne takes the quote. They say love is in the air. Adds to it. So I hold my face until my face turned purple. Keeps a bad bitch in my circle. If you get wet, I'll serve you. And it's like, hell yeah, hell yeah. It's like so crazy. Then I took, something rap to me is just that too. Can you take an iconic quote and just change it? So then I was doing a 7-minute drill by J. Cole. It's like lyrical exercise by Jay-Z. You find a beat and you say, this is just lyrical exercise. I'm doing a brain dump. So I listen to that J. Cole thing. It's a drill. It's just meant to like put anything down, even if you end up using his flow, which is saying like. Isn't that hard to not say like or as if? If you say like or as if, then you are stealing J. Cole's flow. But then who did it? Lil Uzi Vert. Look at Lil Uzi Vert. He is probably one of the most popular rappers that survived the J. Cole middle child thing. Where Lil Uzi Vert says, yeah, my pocket got bigger, my money got longer, my team got stronger, my car got faster, my watch got bigger. Like, Lil Uzi Vert did it. So what does it mean my money got longer? If you have 100 bands, $100, 10 tens, you now have 1,000 bands, 10 100s. So he's saying, I'm getting more money. It's that song by Lil Uzi Vert, Money Longer. Like, my money got longer, my car got faster, my whip got smaller, my got bigger, my car got faster, yeah, my money longer. So like, Lil Uzi Vert was able to survive J. Cole. You know, J. Cole basically comes out and says, my flow is saying like. So then I say, I fold so many times like Russian roulette. I didn't want to say that, because then it's like you're now stealing J. Cole's flow. But in the connotation of the drill, he's like saying you can use the flow. This is a drill. It'd be so hard. It's too hard to not use like or as if. And I end up using it. I fold so many times like Russian roulette. I'm like, screw it. Like. But Lil Uzi Vert did it. My money got longer, my pocket got bigger, my car got faster, my food got better. Yeah.
It's not magic, it's water bending. And it's...
Yeah, an ancient art unique to our culture, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm just saying that if I had weird powers, I'd keep my weirdness to myself.
You're calling me weird? I'm not the one who makes muscles at myself every time I see my reflection in the water.
Responding to emails takes time, but not with Grammarly. In a few clicks, Grammarly's generative AI...
But yeah, it's like, so somewhere the metaphor to Avatar The Last Airbender is, what are they working with? They're working with elements, the human element of like knowing the meaning. Some human beings will work with water, fire, air, earth. Kendrick Lamar, featuring Bilal and Anna Wise, was able to work with the feeling of knowing that the artist will be a couple steps ahead in creativity, so they are walking around happier before the upload. Mr. Beast did a great job in his video too. Can you imagine how excited Mr. Beast was editing the video, and then he needs a break, so he goes outside. No one knows what Mr. Beast will post. Mr. Beast knows he'll post helping Africans who are Indians. These are Indian women in hijabs in Africa or something. So it's like that span, like entertainers, you know. It's like, so all I know is like whatever Kendrick Lamar did on that, not Rich Spirit, but the one with Anna Wise. It's like Kendrick Lamar like captured the feeling of an artist being happier, shapier, because their creativity has not been released to the public, so they are 3 steps ahead. So it's like, that's why I think Kendrick Lamar is probably the greatest rapper of all time. Because what else does Kendrick Lamar do? Kendrick Lamar, you can tell, Kendrick Lamar worked with Dr. Dre for 15 years. Kendrick Lamar has that mentor thing. Like, you can tell Kendrick Lamar has worked with a mentor. Kendrick Lamar's mentor is Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is a professional. Dr. Dre is also a perfectionist. He works on perfectionism. What is perfectionism? Perfectionism is when Dr. Dre is making beats. He's using his own AirPods. He's using his own headphones to make his own beats so he can hear it diligently. That wasn't to Dr. Dre's liking, so Dr. Dre doesn't release it. That is what it means to be a perfectionist, is when you just can't get it right. So Dr. Dre is making beats for Eminem. Eminem's like, what happened? Dr. Dre then comes out, he says, I'm making headphones so I can hear every decibel. I'm a perfectionist. He comes out, he tells the public he has a disorder. I have a disorder called being a perfectionist. Before I release a music, I made headphones. They're like, okay, when will your next album Detox come out? He says, well, it's not perfect. It goes, but I wanted to sound something different, just slightly higher, something different. Because I'm a professionalism. I can't release something that is not perfect, and that is the downfall of being a perfectionist.
Watch out! Go left! Go left! You call that left?
You don't like my steering? Well, maybe you should have waterbended us out of the ice.
Okay, so then I was working with a quote on that cLouds remix where it's like, I wouldn't do that to you. So it goes back to John Bones Jones. He is beating up a guy in the octagon. The guy is completely beaten. He can't even hold his arms up. So John Jones Bones does what Anderson Silva does, and they let their guard down. So then they just they throw their arms up. So then, but then now you give the opponent time to rest. Now he's holding his arms up. He puts his arm down to let John Bones know, I wouldn't do that to you. And that's also one of my criticisms when I became popular. I'm like, what is happening, John Bones Jones? You're punching him. You're winning. This guy is telling you, I wouldn't do the same to you. He's saying if he ever got you with a mean hook, boom, you're falling, he would just knock you out. And then the ref would stop him and be like, okay, you won. But then here we have John Bones Jones not knocking him out to the point that the referee grabs him. Okay, you won. It's like the white guy, just like, what's happening, John Jones? I wouldn't do the same to you. And then he just starts fighting back. So then I take the quote, I wouldn't do the same to you. I'm like, what if I can change it? And I said, if the rapture would come, what Jesus would do to you, he wouldn't do to me. So I'm saying it so casually to surprisingly say that there's no way we are so nice and timid to this very day. That if Jesus were to freeze you and confront you and said, here are all your sins, he wouldn't do the same to me because I have not sinned. So then, let me lay back like Billy Bishop, plant some things inside my head. Why is it when you need to pee the baddest when the lights are red? Why I can't believe they did that to my shower. So Emily, what did you do before you chartered? It's a loop-de-loop in your head. Because what is Hakaru and Magnus known for? They're known for playing chess, the bishop, but then also getting chess microchips in their ear. Because if they so I'm going to lay back like Billy Bishop. I'm going to do a fianchetto. It could be cheating because the bishop, if it were to place right beside the pawn attacks cross diagonally the same way a bishop does. And the pawn would take the bishop. But the bishop is now cheating, is now attacking a pawn cross diagonally. But if not, then the bishop, you place it there, the pawn would take it. So let me lay back like Billy Bishop, because if I said I sat up, then it means I did a loop-de-loop. So let me lay back like Billy Bishop. I'm cheating in the way that the pawn attacks cross diagonally. The bishop would have been taken. I'm cheating to say it's as simple as the Billy Bishop Airport in Los Angeles, the major airport of LA. It's LAX. Because to say if you were sitting, you would have done a loop-de-loop. So let me lay back like Billy Bishop, plant some things inside my head. to shout out Robert Plant, to say that Robert Plant is adding to the Led Zeppelin legacy, whether he likes it or not. So it's like, oh, this is actually a new song by Led Zeppelin. So let me plant some things inside my head in LSD, a chess microchip LSD, but also to plant some things in my head to say that I can peep the streets. I'm really talented in peeping the streets. I know you like what I said. The son that bought his dad pizza. So plant some things inside my head. The son that bought his dad pizza. Well, why is when you need to pee the baddest when the lights are red? So then, this iconic moment for some reason in history. I need to pee. Your dad is upset. It's been 15 minutes you've been peeing. But if I leave now, then I won't last. So I just have to keep peeing. Then who's to say you're the only one using the bathroom in your household? And, wow, what did you do to the shower? It's to say, this toilet would survive for 25 years. Every toilet's gotta be able to go like 100 years. So is it the answer peeing in the shower drain? It's to say you're also not the only one in your household. It's also to say like, why is it now that when your dad is angry you have to pee consistently? Never happens. Just once a lifetime. And then it's to say Wa refers to Waluigi from Luigi's Mansion. So, Luigi is easily breaking down into Italian. Mario could have been a little bit more confusing. It could have been confusing to say Waluigi is from Super Mario, because Waluigi is from Luigi's Mansion. So it's to easily say Waluigi is Italian. What did you do to the shower? It's to say somewhere if you are fighting crime. Organized crime organizations, organized crimes, you are tackling and you are going head to head against Italian mafia bosses. So there's no point in like puffing out your chest when the lights are red and you want to confront Bloods and Crips in the most dangerous hood of the Eaton Center. Look, I'm angry today. I will fight an angry Blood. I will fight an angry Crip as a way to stop gang violence. There is no angry Blood. There's no angry Crip. There's no angry black people in gangs standing on the street that are in poverty. If you are to fight a gang, you are saying you are going against organized crime, Italian mob bosses. That is the loop-de-loop. And then, so Emily, what did you do before you chartered? It was just such a crazy hook because I noticed in the J. Cole rhyme scheme, he has 2 hooks. And J. Cole's also saying singing counts. He has 2 hooks, and I'm like, then that might as well make it an actual song. So I did it like 3. So I'm like, here. If singing counts, then here are 3 incredible hooks. So Emily, what did you do before you chartered? So then, wow, can't believe you did that to the shower. Is to say the most obvious thing if you are against organized crime, you're against the city of crime, is they'll do something with your shower to let you know that they are communicating with you. So there's one time I was in my apartment, water started dripping from my shower. It never stopped. Like Chinese water torture where they put water on your forehead and force you to listen to Justin Bieber or something. So I was in my apartment. I'm like, that's fine, it's just my water shower running. It went on all day. Doop, 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 doop. I then went to bed. It then turned on at 3 a.m. I got out of bed. I went to check. I was so upset. I put a sponge in my shower. So then I'm saying like, okay, obviously when I go for a run or go for a walk, this person will break into my condo. But I'm also letting them know too. Look, isn't it funny that I put a sponge that looks exactly like SpongeBob SquarePants to catch the water from falling? Boop, boop. But remember that night, 3 a.m., someone in charge of the water turned it all the way up. It scared me so much at 3 a.m. And then what did I do? How am I constructing my sentences to say more? That I'm just basically just painting a photo. I'm trying to paint the photo of like, your water tap is running because you offended somebody. You offended an Italian mob boss. So then you go to your loved one's place. You go to your family, and then what do you say? You obviously just ask them if that's normal. Hey, so my water tap is running all night and all day. Dude, it's not normal. What will they say? They say, oh, it's okay. And I'll say, does your tap run? And I checked my family's tap. Theirs were running as well. And I told them, you know it's not supposed to be like that, right? And then they brushed it off, like, oh, it's okay. And what else am I trying to convey? I'm trying to convey they then fed me food. Here, stay for dinner, have some food. I didn't eat it. What else I'm trying to convey? I'm trying to convey how comfortable it is staying there, how comfortable it is leaving, and that walk home when it's all black, and that moment of visiting your loved ones was the only bread warmth you can get, because once you go back home, your water tap is running again. So that I was trying to convey that. The walk home or the 15 minutes of leaving your mom's house. Okay. It's all sunshine. Everything is perfect. My life is perfect because my mom is okay. And then as it gets darker and darker and darker, you're in your couch. You then realize you are tackling organized crime, Italian mob bosses. I was trying to convey that like as much as I can.